What's going on, YouTube? My name is Jacob, and today I want to review the new Gears of War Ultimate Edition. Now, I know that the game came out of, kind of like a week ago now, but the thing is, I didn't want to crank out a video without, trying to, without experiencing everything that the game had to offer. I didn't want to go on YouTube and be like, oh, okay, I saw the cutscenes, they look good, I saw some of the gameplay, it looks good, No, I didn't want to do that. I actually wanted to experience everything that this game, had to offer, I wanted to see what was so remastered about it. And I did. Everything that I saw so far in the campaign, it was good. It was really, really good. It was nothing but eye candy. And it was improved in a lot of ways. Now, the thing is, when they came up with the Ultimate Edition, I really was expecting, I really wanted it for it to be the first Gears of War, the sequel, which was Gears of War 2, and then, Gears of War 3. Now, I wasn't expecting Gears of War 3 to be remastered, but I did, maybe slightly touched here and there, kind of like to justify the price. But unfortunately, it was only the first Gears of War, which I mean, I'm okay with it, but I think it could have been so much better if they would have added Gears of War 2 remastered. Because I mean, if you're a fan of the franchise like me, you know that Gears of War 2 was, a much significant improvement over the Gears of War 1. Graphically speaking, the gameplay itself was, way better. There was a more variety, between, these, fighting sequences. You had to do different stuff in different, sections of the game. For example, whenever you had to go kill that fucking worm that killed, Benjamin Carmine. Oh, it wasn't a worm, but it was the parasites that were inside the worm. But still, that son of a bitch, killed Carmine, which sucked. So you had to, go inside and, chainsaw, the fucking hearts out, and it's a really fun sequence. It's one of my favorite, sequences. And I would have, loved to see that thing remastered. It would have been so amazing. And you know what? If they were to charge $60 for, the very first Gears of War, Gears of War 2, and then maybe Gears of War 3, kind of like slightly, retouch here and there, it would have been cool. I wouldn't have mind paying $60 for that shit. Why? Because it would have been worth every penny of the purchase price. It would justify the price, and that's what I believe. That if the product, the quality of the product should reflect on the price. Now, let's focus on what we got right here, which is the first Gears of War remastered. Does the quality of this product or this title reflect on the price? Yes, it does. It really, really does. It's not the eye candy, like I said. The gameplay feels good. It just feels like it was a Gears of War how it was meant to be. Okay. Now with the new improved graphically, with the graphical fidelity, it looks good. You can see Marcus's, scars, his, the details in his face, his expressions. You can even tell when Barrett is being a, really giant fucking smartass. You can see like kind of like his eyes kind of like twinkle up and stuff like this, and his movements and whatnot. The Coltrane, he's just a Coltrane. He's doing himself. Dom, you can see his beard. His beard. He, it's nicely and trimmed and stuff like that, and he doesn't have this giant beard like in, the Gears of War 3. Even that looks, detailed. It looks really, really, really cool. When it comes down to the locusts look, they look really, really detailed. The first thing I noticed when I started the campaign was the wretches. They're trying to get, Marcus, through the little, through the cage and whatnot, and they look like. They look evilish, they look even more evil. I mean, they were fucking annoying as it was, in the first game when I barely, played it, back in 2007, I believe it was. And here, they look even cooler, General Ram, when he first appears out of the walking, he starts walking out of the flames, for some reason, and he kills, your fellow soldier, He looks detailed as well too. He looks, even more menacing. But I could have sworn the sword, was a bit bigger. I don't know if it was just me, or maybe I'm just picturing shit, but I could have sworn, his sword was way, way bigger than that. But anyways, it is improved. It is a much, much improved game over the, original Gears of War, and it shows. And it shows that Epic Games, they still care about the franchise. They're gonna come up with, a new trilogy. It's gonna be Gears of War 4, Now I'm not entirely sure about the specifics. I'm trying to do some research on the game as much as I can over the new trilogy that they're coming up with. But it's very limited right now. But anyways, what about the combat? Is it fun and addictive? Fucking yes. If you're a veteran like me, you know that the Gears of War formula has always been very, very addictive. Whether it's playing on the campaign with your buddy, or it's playing on the multiplayer, it's always fun. Now, if you're gonna go on the campaign and try to experience the campaign, I suggest you do it with a friend. Grab a buddy, maybe online, maybe just sit them down next to you and do some old school split screen, and just go through the game itself. It's really, really fun. Now the thing is, since it's a much improved game, people see that the quality of the game reflects on the price, and it brings back so many memories. I mean, I remember playing this game, at my friend's house. We wouldn't get out of there. We would just play the campaign over and over. And when Gears of War 2 came out, it was even worse. The fact that they brought in horde mode on Gears of War 2, we would just be stuck to the TV trying to beat the 50 waves because they were so goddamn hard, and we were just trying to get both of the boom shields as soon as we would kill the boomer, and try to put them in like the entrances, kind of like backwards, so the locusts will kind of like glitch into the doorway, and they couldn't like actually like kick in or kick out the what's it called, the boom shield, and we just kind of like cut them off from there, shit like that. It really brought back a lot of the memories that I used to have with this game and with my friends. Now unfortunately, well, fortunately for my friend, he's got a family, he's got responsibilities, so he couldn't come over and play the game with me or get online with me. He's got other shit to do, but still, I reminisced about those good old memories, the good old times that I used to have with my friends, with this game. And if you're a new player to the franchise, you're gonna get these memories too. You're gonna enjoy your time with it, especially if you have a friend with you. Now, I mean, even people are getting tattoos of the game. I don't know if you've seen on Facebook, maybe, or maybe Twitter, Instagram, whatever the case might be, any kind of social media. People are getting tattoos. A bunch of people have tattoos of the Gears of War franchise. I have a friend that has Anthony's Carmine's head on his chest. And it looks fucking dope. I wish I would get that shit, but I'm like, I'm a fan, but not that big of a fan. But anyways, that's just, it goes to show how much love there's for the franchise and how emotionally invested people are in the game. So if you're a new player to the game, please, by all means, get into it. Try to get into the campaign. Try to enjoy every single second of it, because it's worth the price, especially right now as it is. $40. And if you want to wait for even a bigger price drop, go ahead. I mean, you can probably get the game on eBay, Amazon, maybe Steam sale, whatever the case might be. If you want to wait for even a lower price and still get the game, I recommend that you do. Give it a shot. Give it a chance. And trust me, you're not gonna regret it. This is coming from a Gears of War veteran, okay? I've been good with Gears of War since Gears of War 1, and I'm excited about about the future of Gears of War. Now I want to talk about the multiplayer. Now I know I did a video about some multiplayer tips and tricks, how to get better at it, how to improve your skills. But that's not to say that it doesn't have any issues, because it does. Some of the issues, or maybe it's just me personally, because I'm so used to the Gears of War 3 gameplay on the multiplayer aspects. But some of the guns, they feel kind of clunky, especially the Lancer. It feels very, very clunky. It feels like I'm shooting BB pellets, and it feels like I'm spraying and praying constantly. Like, I can't take down a single enemy with a full clip. Why? Because my bullets are deviating and everywhere, even when I'm aiming down the sights. I mean, I would be okay with this if it was like just aiming from the hip, just spraying and praying. But I'm actually aiming down the sights and trying to hit my target, and it's pretty hard like that. It's very, very complicated. It feels very wonky. Even the Nasher, it can feel kind of wonky at times. It kind of misbehaves, I guess you could say. Like, you don't feel like you're actually hitting your target until you actually hit it, because you know that you killed the enemy because maybe the head pop or whatnot. But whenever you're landing those, those shots and trying to take the health away and whatnot, you don't feel like you're actually doing damage. And I don't know if it's just me or my my fucked up aiming or whatnot, or maybe I was so used to the Gears of War 3 formula, or the way or the gameplay how it felt on the Gears of War 3, that it feels kind of it feels odd in Gears of War 1 multiplayer. It might be that, it might be the gun, I'm not entirely sure. But if you played the Gears of War franchises throughout the whole 3 titles, maybe you know about this, maybe you're more experienced than I am, maybe you have an answer, and if you do, please feel free to comment down below. So it does have some issues, but I believe that these issues can be easily be ironed out. Just like any other title when it releases, it's meant to have some bugs. Okay, there's no such thing as a perfect game. It does have a little bit of bugs here and there, but I mean, if they patch it out here and there, maybe buff some of the weapons up, like the Lancer or whatnot, maybe the pistol too, the way it feels, because it can feel kind of clunky. Some of the connectivity issues too, because for some reason I get kicked out randomly, and I have good internet, so it's not my internet. I just get kicked out randomly. It says lost connection to host. My screen goes black for some reason and just completely shuts off, and I have to get off the game, quit the game, and actually go back into Xbox Live, and then go back into the game, and then jump back into multiplayer, and then get back into the match. It's shit like that. That I think it should be fixed. So, if you guys enjoyed the video, please like and share. This is Jacob, logging off.